as a human being. The job of the actor is to look for the job. That's the job of the actor. And that's not me who said that, you know, that's a big casting director in Europe, and that's true. If you think about that, you know, I mean, maybe, I don't know how many of you have agents here, how it's working here in Israel, if you have agent, manager.
We do have agents.
You have agents, you know. So, agent's job is not to find you a job. His job is like to treat, you know, to make the treatment, to do the contract and this. Your job is to find a job, you know. That's the most important thing, because after, when you get a job, you know, if you was working on movie, on TV, everybody is around you. Everybody knows your name. There's a personal assistant there. There's a guy who helps you. There's a script who helps you. Everything is easy. You have catering, you have clothes, everything is easy. The hardest part is to find the job. You know? That's the hardest part of our job. So during the years, I was doing so many castings, auditions, you know, and you figure out that, I mean, as a normal person as well, you go to find a job, you have a job interview, you can be genius, you can be the smartest guy in the world, but if you don't know how to behave, if you're stressed, you know, what you show, you know, you show that you're not sure, you don't believe in yourself, you know, and especially in our industry, you know, in this industry there's people, I mean, casting directors, they see thousands and thousands of people, you know, and how many people want to become actors? You know, how many people want to be, I mean, that's one thing that we all, when we are small, you know, not all, but most of the kids, they want to be actors, singers, and all of that, you know. That's one thing, that's the dream. The reality is much more different, you know. The actor life and the artist life is really hard life. But also, you have to be in love with your profession, otherwise it's not for everybody, you know, as I said to the people, you know. And yesterday I heard a very good metaphor, you know, the artist life is like this, ping, 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 you know, because otherwise, if it's like the heartbeat, you know, ping, 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 because if it's like this, it's ping, you know, and we are like this, you know, this is like a, how they call it, roller coaster, you know. Now I'm here, and I was 10 years. And in Spain, first thing I've done for TV in 2008. So it's like 10 years ago. And my first short movie I've done in 95. So it's, I don't know, maybe 23 years ago. So, and I was doing theater, and I was doing performances, and I was doing all that, and nobody knows. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of actors all around the world doing that, and they're not famous, you know. The fame is something that eventually will come, but you really don't. I personally, I never thought about that. And even now, when I go here in Israel, in Tel Aviv, and I've never been here, and the other day I was in Jerusalem, and there was people stopping me to make photo, and people, like the group of the students, they start to make mass hysteria. You know, I'm not used to that, you know. For me, even this last year, I was traveling a lot. I've been in South America, I've been in Asia, I've been all over Europe, and it's the same, you know. This is the world phenomenon. The Casa De Papel is really a world phenomenon. This never happened to any Spanish series to be so famous in the world. And for luck, I'm one of them, you know. So, I mean, all of you today, everybody use social networks, Instagram, you know how many followers we have in Instagram, and that's just amazing. It's just like, wow, you know. So, that's the one part of our job that eventually will happen, you know, you never know. If you're doing your thing, if you're focused, you know, but you cannot, I want to be an actor, I want to be a famous. That's for the kids, that's not for the serious people, you know. I mean, you know, nobody is, I want to be a big scientist to take a Nobel Prize. It's just eventually it will happen, you know. So for all these years, I had, of course, like all of us, you know, you have an audition, you go to audition, there's a big project, you know, and suddenly you know that you're going to be in the movie with this guy, and oh my God, I want to do that, I want to do that, and you go to the casting and say, normally in Spain, I don't know how it's in the other countries, but in Spain you don't have a feedback. You know, if they don't call you, if no, we don't, no, it's a silence. And that's the worst thing, you know, you do your job, you know, you do everything and there's just completely silence, you know. In the theater, it's good, you come on the stage, you know, and there's like, and now these days, I mean, 20 years ago without internet, you know, you do the movie, you do the series, and you don't know the feedback of the people. People stop you on the street, but now with Instagram, with all this, you know, it's just amazing. You know, we have a feedback like in theater, you know. So for me, it was all of these years, of course, as many actors, you know, you go to these auditions and how to do it right, how to do this, how to do, because as well, there's people they think, actor is just like, I know how to act, it's not difficult, you know, you just have to memorize the text and they dress you, and it's not true, you know, some techniques that you have to learn, there's some methods, they call it Sistema, they call it Meisner technique, there's a different, you know, everybody have to find his own, because we are all different, you know, we are all the same, but we are all different, you know. So, I was thinking because a few years ago, exactly 6 years ago, I started doing Qigong. I don't know how many of you heard about Qigong. Qigong or Qigong, that's Chinese, they call it also Chinese yoga. So that's like yoga is exercise, and especially breathing exercise. So that thing changed my life. Actually changed my life, because before that I was like, as many artists, you know, we are artists, you know how this is going, you know, a small whiskey, like make this smoke and that, you know, relax. And when I discovered that, and I said, man, this is nonsense, you know, I can live without that, you know. So I started practicing Qigong and my life started to change, pam, 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 pam. And now I am where I am thanks to that. So I was thinking and working with the professional actors and seeing, not all of them, but many of professional actors, they all have or some mental problems, you know, especially with the ego and this, or physical problems. Real physical problems like back pain, I don't know, the hip pain. I was thinking, I said, man, there's, I mean, I can tell you, you have to do everyday yoga and this, but if you don't want to do it, I cannot push you, oh no, you have to practice. You know, everybody now in Europe is like after these holidays, you know, Christmas, New Year, now from the 1st January I'm on the diet, I'm doing exercise, and this is still 5th or 6th January after it's everything the same, you know. But as in life, so for our job, it's very important. Yeah, I mean, we are the instrument we have as an actor. You know, the piano player, he has his piano, and if the piano is not in the condition, he cannot play the best guitarist in the world, you know, playing his guitar, if the guitar is not correct, you know. So, singers, they have their voice, you know, but us as an actor, we have to be complete, you know. So you have to be in the shape, you have to be, you cannot, you know, you finish your job and then you're sitting and watching TV and eating, and then tomorrow I have to ride a horse and, you know, so we have to be all the time, you have to do some physical exercise, you know. But as I told you, you know, there's a people who are going in the gym, CrossFit, and I'm 42 years old, you know, I cannot go now and do CrossFit and start lifting weight to become Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't want to be that, but you know what I mean? So for me, it was really like I was thinking, and I said, okay, if I'm doing this for myself, maybe I can share it with the people, because I think it's very important for actors, especially because our life is not like other people's normal life. Because other people, they just, you know, you go to work, you work 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week, you go work 8 hours, you go. For us, it's like for me now, after Casa De Papel, it was a 1.5 years, I've done 5 or 6 projects, but I had any free space. Now, tomorrow I'm going back to Barcelona, and Friday I'm already in Madrid. I'm start shooting. I'm going Saturday back, because I live in Barcelona and I work in Madrid. I'm going back to Barcelona on Saturday. I'm going to be there Saturday, and Sunday I go to Madrid, and Monday we're already shooting. So the rhythm is really the crazy. It's our life, and maybe after Casa De Papel I don't do anything, or maybe I'm going to do some other project. And so for us it's really like stressful, and you have to know how to handle that stress. So in that, j-kung helps me a lot. You know, I find my own technique, you know. So I don't say that's fit for everybody, you know, because we are all, as I said, we are all different, you know. Maybe somebody have his own, already he have his own technique, I don't know. Some people are praying, some people doing yoga, some people doing Pilates, some people drinking, taking drugs as well. You know, how to beat stress, you know. But the story for me is very simple. Now I'm going to tell you, because as I said in the beginning, the job of the actor is to find a job. So I made like my own, I don't know if I said theory, but yeah, okay, I will call it like that. Maybe it's too much, but and then I divided in three. There's three simple facts as an actor. And the first one, I mean, it's also coming from, I don't know, it's really ancient times. And this one is know yourself, you know who you are. And as one casting director, she said, you know, all the actors, we are like soft drinks. This is typical, she's American, this is American. We are like soda.